Assalamualaikum and greeting everyone. So, chapter 2, part 2, renewable energy. Under chapter energy. Renewable energy, generally defined as energy that comes from resources which are naturally replenished on a human time scale. Example of natural resources are sunlight, wind, rain, tides, wave, geothermal heat. Renewable energy resources exist over wide geographical area in contrast to other energy sources which are concentrated in a limited number of countries. Rapid development of renewable energy and energy efficiency is resulting in significant energy security, climate change mitigation and economic benefits. In international public opinion survey, there is strong support for promoting renewable sources such as solar power and wind power. While many renewable energy projects are large-scale, renewable technology are also suited to rural and remote areas and developing countries, where energy is often crucial in human development. It has been said that the renewable energy has the ability to lift the poorest nation to new level of prosperity. Skip. From the table, use of renewable source of energy, the comparison between hydropower, biomass, wind power, solar energy, geothermal energy and ocean energy compared to the heat, produce electricity and vehicle fuel. Okay, most of this type power can generate the electricity, but the only biomass energy, solar energy and geothermal energy can produce the heat, and only one type of renewable energy can use for the vehicle fuel, which is biomass energy. So why is renewable energy is important? Renewable energy is important because of the benefit it provides. The benefits are: first, environmental benefits. Renewable energy technologies are clean sources of energy that have much lower environmental impact than conventional energy technologies. Second, energy for our children's and children's. Renewable energy will not run out ever. Other sources of energy are finite and will someday be depleted. Jobs and the economy. Most renewable energy investment are spent on material and workmanship to build and maintain the facilities rather than on costly energy imports. Meanwhile, renewable energy technologies developed and built in the United States are being sold overseas, providing a boost to the US trade deficit. Energy security. After the oil supply disruption of the early 1970s, our nation has increased its dependence on foreign oil supplies instead of decreasing it. This increased dependence impacts more than just one national energy policy. First type of renewable energy, solar energy. Solar energy, radiation light and heat from the sun is harnessed using technologies such as solar heating, solar photovoltaics, solar thermal electricity, solar architecture, and the last one, artificial photosynthesis. Solar technologies can be characterized into two techniques depending on the way they capture and convert and distribute solar energy. The techniques are called: first, passive solar, which is include orienting a building to the sun, selecting material with favorable thermal mass or light dispersing properties, and designing space that naturally circulate air. Active solar. PV panels and solar thermal collector. Solar power is the conversion of sunlight into electricity. The conversion is either directly using photovoltaic or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Okay, let's discuss about photovoltaic PV. Convert light into electric current using photoelectric effect by the from the pictures. Okay, there's a sunlight, sorry, and this is a photovoltaic PV, and they directly convert the sunlight to the direct current or alternative current by using inverter to use by home electrical box. Okay, concentrated solar power, the second type. This system uses lens or mirror and tracking system to focus a large area of sunlight into a small beam. Commercial CSP plants were first developed in 1980. Okay, this one is sunlight and a reflection occurs and the light to the solar receiver or boiler. This part will become hottest and hottest, and the steam will go down and make the turbine function and produce electricity. Okay. Solar constant. The total radiation energy received from the sun per unit of time per unit of area on a theoretical surface perpendicular to the sun's ray and at Earth's mean distance from the sun. Include all types of solar radiation, not just the visible light. The value of the constant is approximately 1.366 kilowatt per meter square. Okey, bermaksud dalam 1 meter square, keluasan 1 meter square boleh menghasilkan 1.366 kilowatt power. Okay, so energy lost by absorption and reflection. 3 atmospheric process modify the solar radiation passing through our atmosphere destined to the Earth's surface. These processes are scattering, absorption and reflection. Only two can cause energy loss to the incoming solar radiation. They are atmospheric absorption and atmospheric reflection. Latitude and tilt of the Earth's axis. Latitude is a measure of the distance you are located from the equator. It is commonly shown as an imaginary horizontal line that goes across the Earth on maps and is used along with longitude as a reference point to determine location. Latitude is an important factor in determining what type of climate or the location will have. Okay, solar PV is a method of generating electrical power by converting solar radiation into direct current electricity using semiconductor that exhibit the photovoltaic effect. A photovoltaic system (PV system) is an arrangement of components designed to supply usable electric power for a variety of purposes using the sun as the power source. Okay, there have various types of PV system. First, off-grid without battery, off-grid with battery storage for DC only appliance, off-grid with battery storage for AC and DC appliance, grid tie without battery, grid tie with battery storage. A photovoltaic system for residential, commercial or industrial energy supply normally contains an array of PV module, solar panel, banyak-banyak tu, one or more inverter, direct current to alternative current, power converters, that means a tracking system that support the PV module, that support the PV modules, electrical wiring and interconnection, okay, wiring, mounting system, ground mount, roof mount or pole mount. Okay, so the solar panel. Okay, this array dah buat atap, and this inverter to convert from the DC current from the solar panel and convert to the DC and AC solar power to the appliance use. Photovoltaic system. There are two types of PV system: stand-alone system or grid connected system. Okay. Stand-alone system does not have a connection to the electricity, means aka grid, not connected to the TNB punya grid. The generated power is stored and buffered with a battery. The stored energy, lead acid battery are most commonly used for their low cost and tolerance for abuse. Okay, macam bateri kereta tu, lead acid. In small device, only direct current is consumed. In large system, building, remote water pump, AC is usually required to convert the DC from the module or batteries into AC, and inverter is used. Okay, untuk appliance yang besar-besar. Okay, this one is a grid connected system. This one is a grid, and this is a solar panel. This one a solar inverter. Okay, they produce the current, so the inverter convert from the DC to the AC, and they send to the utility power grid. Okay, this one is grid system. So advantage of grid connected photovoltaic power system will reduce the power bill, as it is possible to sell surplus electricity produced to the local electricity supplier. Grid connected PV systems are comparatively easier to install as they do not require a battery system, so no storage for the extra power. Grid interconnection of photovoltaic power generating system has the advantage of effective utilization of generated power because there are no storage loss involved. Okay, solar thermal. Solar thermal energy is a form of energy and technology for harnessing solar energy to generate thermal energy or electrical energy for use in industry and in the residential and commercial sector. Okay. High temperature collector concentrated sunlight using mirror or lens and are generally used for fulfill heat requirement up to 300 Celsius or 20 bar pressure in industry and for electric power production. This one is not solar PV. This one is a high temperature collector. They collect the sunlight and generate the high temperature water. Okay,